Ah man, oh gee, I sure do love Risk of Rain 2, but after playing nothing but it for like 350 bajillion hours, I would like something new that won't completely break the fucking game.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking jeez.
Oh, it's a Negro.
Don't fucking say that. Now, I heard you say something about wanting more Risk of Rain 2 stuff. Well, let me tell you about the wonderful world of modding.
Oh wow, geez, isn't modding like really hard and stuff?
Ha ha ha. No, you silly bitch. It's actually incredibly easy.
Wow. Can I remove Huntress's shoes?
No! So, you want to mod Risk of Rain 2 for some fun new content that won't fucking fuck up the game and shit. Okay, look, I know I bust Gearbox's balls just for the sake of it. I do, but how are you just gonna buy an indie IP, try and make a gacha game, scrap said gacha game, then when you're like, alright guys, we're gonna make actual content. Said content is so bad that it needs a multi-stage roadmap in order to be fixed. And we all know who to blame. God forbid Randy and his higher-ups make slightly less money in a year to invest in a QA team for Risk of Rain 2. Jesus. Oh yeah, mods. And let me just give you a little preface before I tell you how to mod and what mods to get. I just want to say that I am a vanilla-friendly mod enjoyer because I'm a pretentious douchebag. So nothing that's like completely jarring from the game's original art style, no egregious references to other media, and no fucking just overt memes and shit posts of mods. It's just, yeah. But before we get into all of the actual mods, I should probably show you how to mod, and it is so easy that I'm going to do it as fast as possible. Okay, so first you go to the thunderstore.io website, then find R2Modman. It should be the pinned thing there. Manually install that bitch to your desktop preferably. Don't install it in your Risk of Rain 2 file, it will explode. Run the setup wizard, magic missile, and boom. Now you can start downloading anything you want. And a super awesome bonus note about R2Modman is that it automatically installs any dependencies for any mods. You don't gotta go one by one getting every single mod to get one mod to work. It will just grab them all up. So that's pretty epic. By the by, most important, this is all under the impression that you have both Survivors of the Void and Seekers of the Storm DLC packs installed. And probably Alloyed Collective when that comes out also as well. I'm so scared that DLC is going to come out like right when I drop this video and I immediately already have to slap an outdated tag on it. Please don't do that, Gearbox. Okay, time for the actual list. Fuck. Let's kick this off with the biggest shit. We're gonna go over the expansion mods. Basically unofficial DLC that is so cool and awesome that you will probably get and run. Honestly, if you just run these expansions, that's enough content already for you. But let's go in deeper. Starstorm 2 by Team Moonstorm. Basically DLC 0. This is the OG expansion mod that adds a bunch of new items, survivors, and a brand new mechanic in the form of storms that will periodically roll through the stage you're on and buff the shit out of enemies. The I have no idea how to pronounce that. Empyrean fucking big evil light ball invasions, which add fuck you die enemies that, well, you could probably guess what they do. And also adds the Nemesis survivors. Nemesis, which is just the base survivors, but they listen to fucking Linkin Park. They're really awesome and cool. Now, you can install it as is, but if you want to be cool and awesome, like me, you can also download the video game mod to Unofficial by Risky Lives that adds just other alternative shit. I think it actually says it's like an older version of it, but I like how that version of the mod handles the storm system, because instead of just splashing the text on your screen, it puts it in the text box, which makes it feel more vanilla. In order to work both these mods together, though, you're going to need to install that one, and then go to the base mod and disable the storms for that, and then disable all the duplicate stuff that Video Game Mod 2 has. It's a lot, and like I said, you don't gotta, but it would look a lot cooler, I swear. Sandswept by the Sandswept team. Pretty awesome and cool. Adds 2 new survivors, Ranger and Voltee, a lot of drones, items, enemies, and some new shrines. Never use the Shrine of Future or you will die. The only other thing of note is that one item that this mod adds is called the makeshift plating. Completely fucking overpowered. It literally gives you 200% of your max health on pickup and 200 more each time it fucking stacks. Basically meaning that you will almost never actually die unless you're in the very late stages of your run. It's I nerfed it in the config file, but once again, you don't have to do that, but you do you. Also, in the time it took me to record this audio, they added more stuff to the mod, so it's still being worked on. Get on it. Get on it now. Alright, let's get into the real reason why you niggas are here. Let's get to the fucking... Let's start with Classic Items Returns by Risky Sleeps. It's exactly what you think it is. It adds back many lost items from Risk of Rain 1, like Tough Times and Golden Guns and Snake Eyes, and my all-time favorite, Thwibs. We love Thwibs in this household, nigga. Faithful by Spilled Soup Projects. This mod labels itself as an expansion, but right now it only adds items, so I'm just gonna put it in the item section. But, pretty good. It adds voided versions of its own items, so that's wicked. I really like the Vengeful Toaster. Evil fucking toaster coming in to clutch up my shit. Pretty cool. Also, sorry if I repeat stuff a lot. I don't really know how else to describe some of these things as cool, epic, or awesome. You can make a drinking game out of that, but you will die. Vanilla Void by Zenithrium. This mod is probably the most vanilla mod you can add, no pun intended, because it feels so good. It feels so natural. It feels like this should have just been in Survivors of the Void and nobody would notice. It just adds a bunch of voided items from the regular game. It feels like a no-brainer, like voided crowbars or voided delicate watches, but it goes hard. Also, the same author made a standalone mod that has voided razor wire, so you can throw that in there as well. Go do it. So you guys remember Starstorm 2? I mentioned that mod a little while back, you fucking earthworm. Pay the fuck attention. It added an item that was literally just a fork that made you do more damage. I loved it. You know who else loved it? This bigger ukulele guy, because he made this mod, Holy Crap, Fork is Back, that adds an entire other item sets based around the fork, a spoon, knife, 5 million degree fucking fork. Awesome and cool. And a voided spoon. I fucking love this mod. Tsunami Items by Freya. I literally added this mod like when I was literally just about to finish with the script, so that's awesome. Somebody stop me. Anyway, pretty cool items, and they also managed to not conflict with any of the items added in the past mods, so wicked. But what's the point of having a bunch of cool fucking items if you don't have a bunch of cool survivors to use them with? Ding ding. This might be the longest section, Jesus. Before we get started into the cool and epic survivors, haven't you just wanted to play as Heretic, but you don't want to deal with all the gambling that goes into it and making your survivor suck ass if you don't pick up all 4 pieces at once? Well, thanks to Heretic by Morphine, you just can. By just selecting her in the menu. Wait, is it still a her or is it still a they in this? I don't care. Play as the fucking bird. But let's start by bringing some friends lost along the way, starting with Enforcer, by Enforcer Gang. Get ready to hear that dude's name a lot. He is a very hefty contributor to Survivor mods. But, with the fucking awesome shield in hand and big shotgun, get ready to start gunning niggas to death. Also, if you have Starstorm 2, you can get Nemesis Enforcer, that has a big fuck-off hammer. So, yeah. Cool. Alright, let's get all of Enforcer Gang's, Risk of Rain 1 mods out of the way now. Sniper by Enforcer Gang. What if you wanted to play Railgunner, but worse? Now you can. Kidding. He's actually pretty good, but still not Railgunner. Miner. Insert shitty fucking Minecraft parody song here. Anyways, go mine those Petricorians, but it's 3D this time. Also, you can throw in the Miner exclusive skill mod, Miner Skill Returns by Pro DZPD. Handy, that guy who's just sitting in the background of the character selection screen who will probably be able to be played in Alloyed Collective. Uh, sorry, Handy. Better luck next DLC, nigga. God damn. But Drifter, woo! So, thanks to Enforcer Gang, you can. Multi, but he can run your fucking fade, nigga. That's awesome. And Pilot. This is the last classic survivor currently being worked on by Enforcer Gang. Honorable mention because he's still in beta, but like literally all he's missing is just a little bit of polish in his animations, so cool. Oh, but you thought we were done with Risk of Rain 1 fucking characters, nigga? Nope, because we got Robo Mando by the Bozos. Fucking awesome. Everyone's favorite shitty survivor, the Scrappy Doo of Risk of Rain, is here. And he's so bad, but he's so good. Look at this. Now time for original custom survivors, and we're going back to Enforcer Gang because he made Rocket, probably my favorite modded survivor out of all of these choices here, probably because he's just so simple, straight out of vanilla to me, no crazy gimmicks, just boom, 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 and his special skills pretty reminiscent for people who don't take showers. Next, we got Submariner by Suyoi Kenko. I hope that's how you say that, and I'm gonna keep it one second with you. I only played this survivor like once, but it was fun, so I'm still recommended. Keep this author in mind, though, because they made another of my favorite mods. Red Alert by the Time Sweeper is actually a survivor pack, adding 3 new survivors. The Tesla Trooper, master of shocking people to death. Desolator, the master of radiating people to death, all Oppenheimer style. And the Chrono Legionary, who I actually don't really like playing as, but he's still cool, maybe you'll like it. These guys are apparently based off of a Command and Conquer game, which, hey, that's cool. If you're gonna throw in crossover characters, remake them in Risk of Rain 2's art style.
Foreshadowing as a narrative device.
Next, we got Assassin by Haste Reaper. Stab and Poison. No, that's the wrong fucking roguelike. Once again, a crossover character this time from a game called Realm of the Mad God. And he's pretty good. Strong, too. Pathfinder by Bog. He's got a fucking spear and a robot bird. Nigga, this is already objectively cool. Next up, we got Driver by Public Particle System. I don't really know why I didn't mention this earlier. This is probably the most popular original Survivor mod that's out right now. But it's inspired by that Ryan Gosling movie, Drive, which I forgot that movie exists. I wonder what he did in that movie. Interrogator by Suyoi Kenko. Murder Batman, not to be confused with a Murder Batman, with the ability to take friendly fire, so he's gonna be really fun to use in co-op play, or if you use Goobo Jr., but like, it would be really, really funny if you died to your friends. Yeah, remember how I said, he can make as much crossovers as I want, as long as, follows the art style and junk? Scout and Spy by Suyoi Kenko. Yeah, play as Team Fortress 2's Scout and Spy, remade to look like they would be, part of the crew. And it's really fun and awesome. And I hope they do Demo Man or Medic next, because we have everybody else. That would mean we can literally recreate the entirety of Team Fortress in Risk of Rain 2. And I'll take that because I don't shower. Now that you got a nice catalog of characters to choose from, why don't we enhance the already existing ones with the skill mods? Skills Returns by Force Reassembly. Have you ever thought, damn, I miss Commando's stabbing knife from Risk of Rain Returns? Well, now you can have that back and more with Skills Returns that returns skills from the fucking... You know what the fuck it will do, goddamn. Also, Force Reassembly made a Sweeping Barrage Commando skill mod that I totally never had in my mod list and did not just completely forget, and I'm adding it post right now. Fuck you. Skill Miss by Fortune's Team. Now, it's time for another long explanation. So, Skill Miss adds a bunch of skills. Warning, the skills are not related to Christmas or Santa, because Santa's not real. All the newly added skills are pretty good and really fun to use, but your eyes will probably wander to Artificer's section, which got the most fucking awesome bullshit out of everybody here. But, just one small problem, all the primaries that are added from Skills Returns are, broken. Like, they all just sort of do the default fireball thing. Except they have like the coded damage, so it's just like it's weird. Like they're not good. They're not good, and it sucks seeing it broken. But literally everything else in this mod works just fine. So as long as you're fine with Artificer not having a bunch of primary options to go with her new secondaries and shifts and R's, then you'll be fine. If that is a turbo issue, if you're a true Artificer main though, I recommend using Artificer Extended by Duck Duck Grey Duck, which adds a bunch of skills for Artificer that will help compensate the amount of lost primaries. But skill miss overall peak. Arrow skills by Dragon X Modding Commissions. Now your eyes may be drawn to the big ass engineer railgun turret, which is pretty cool. But, me personally, I love this mod because Seeker gets to use the fucking Spirit Bomb from Dragon Ball Z. Holy fuck. Egg Skills by Egg Pimp. This was literally the first, one of the first mods I downloaded. I remember when the icons were still literal eggs as placeholders. But now look at it. A big boy mod with big boy skills, especially to Bandit. Kinetic Refractor rules. Stormy Skills by Withor. We ain't forget about you, Seekers of the Storm survivors, you filth. This mod adds skills for Chef, who kinda got the short end of the stick in this mod, kinda. Seeker, and Full Sun. Brotherly hug! Wub Skills by Dragon X Modding Commissions. This one just adds a new drone for Captain. It's pretty chill, actually. I've loved bug fixes and quality of life together because, they'd be too short on their own. And I'll be going over them fast, so keep up, loser. Quick Restart by Ace of Shades. Pretty self-explanatory mod, lets you restart at any given time, especially useful when your stage 1 goes complete dog shit. Empty Chest Be Gone by The Real Elysium. Does this get rid of empty chests that you open up so you don't run up and think that it's still a chest you haven't opened? We've all done it before, but not anymore, nigga. Yeah. Actually Faster by Felda. Makes scrapping and shrine rolling faster, like it takes away that gap. Now, some people may say this makes the game much easier, but to that I say suck a fart out of my ass. Item Stats by Morphine. Elaborates the item description so you actually know what they do. Sorry, ukulele. But it also shows you item stats when you ping an item on the floor, so you can, quickly get that knowledge zapped into your stupid brain hole. Looking Glass by Drop Pod, the only UI mod you'll ever need. This adds so many details, like when you stack items, it shows how much the stacks are actually doing. Fucking a DPS counter on the right side of your screen. Peak fucking UI mod. Use it now, nigga. Survivor Sort Order by the Time Sweeper. Now all those modded survivors you have won't just be dropped in the middle in random bullshit. This also includes work for modded survivors, so the Nemesis survivors from Starstorm should be next, or near at the very least, the base game survivors. And, this fixes, if you install a bunch of modded survivors, now you won't have to go all the way to the right side of your screen to fucking pick Rex. Why the fuck are you playing Rex? Better Drones by Pseudopulse. This makes drones behave like how they do in Risk of Rain Returns. So now instead of wandering in the vague concept of where you are and straight up just missing volleys of their shots time and time again, they'll now float around you in a neat circle and never miss. This does make them kind of OP because their damage and health is just much better to the point where they can honestly clear out most enemies before you even get a chance. So you can modify them in the configs like I did, and also you may want to have them kind of float higher and spaced out from you because certain skills can actually get caught on the drones themselves. So, and nobody wants that, so do that. Seeker's Patcher by Pseudopulse. I don't even know if this mod is even necessary anymore, but, this fixes a bunch of shit with Seekers of the Storm. I'm not a technical guy, you're gonna have to read the mod, but fixes shit, trust me. Wolfo Fixes and Wolfo Quality of Life by Wolfo. 2 separate mods, mash them together, makes a better Risk of Rain 2. My favorite part of the Quality of Life one, besides, cool recoloring of, skills depending on what skins you're using. It also adds the ability to see what you lose when you scrap items in the chat. It's pretty neat. I like it. And Out of Bounds Item Fix by Public Particle System. Epic. Now you don't have to worry about losing your 58th syringe because it just flies off the map. And last but not least, the miscellaneous section. Everybody loves enemies, so how about more? Enemies Returns by Risky Sleeps returns enemies from Risk of Rain Returns to Risk of Rain 2. dude, I think I just had a stroke. Welcome back, Mechanical Spider and Spitter and Ifrit, and literally while I'm recording this, I just opened up Risk of Rain 2 mod, man. They updated it to add the fucking crab. God, I love this mod. Recovered and Reformed by Pro DZ Pod. Instead of bringing back old guys, this mod re-enables guys left on the cutting room floor. Right now, it only adds one new construct that broke into the Krabby Patty Vault, and the Assassin, aka just an evil fucked up child with knives and a stealth boy from Fallout. This mod also allows you to make elites of certain enemies, but I don't use that at all, so use it if you want. My only critique is that right now the Assassin death animation is pretty jank. I did not notice how many skin mods I have, but they're not that important, so I'll go through them all really quick. Wolfo alt skins for fucking simple repalettes. A bunch by Force Reassembly, so here's Classic Sniper, Uncorrupted False Sun, Trailer False Sun, High Court Seeker, Perfected False Sun, and the Meridian False Sun. Most of them are for False Sun from him. Survivor's Returns by Orbital adds classic variants of characters that were already in Risk of Rain 1 and returns. Mad Veteran Skin Pack by Cronin Conspirator, the closest you're getting to meme skins, because it's basically skins based off of their Survivor's meta way to play. So, Commando turns into fucking John Halo with a bunch of syringes sticking out of him, and fucking Huntress turns into Gordon Freeman. TF2 Engineer Skin by 12 Gauge Away from the Face. Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't notice that was his username. Anyway, lets you be the TF2 engineer from TF2 in Risk of Rain 2 as the engineer. And last but most certainly not least, loop variant config by Wolfo. Have you ever noticed that when you loop, you kind of get like cool variants of other maps? Well, this mod allows those to just show up without looping and stuff. Pretty neat. And the most trippy mod on this fucking mod list, despite you probably not thinking would be, mirrored stage variants by Guraka. Gurok H. You will not be ready for this mod when it first gives you a mirrored stage. I know I wasn't. I genuinely thought it was bugging the first time, but no, it adds mirrored stages, and I'm pretty sure these mirrored stages also work well with W loop weather. So, good on it. And that's it. That's basically my mod list. If you follow this to the leather, you should have probably over 100 mods loaded in with all the dependencies for everything else. And as long as you have a PC that's fucking like from 2018 or younger, should be fine, man. Risk of Rain 2 is not a very labor-intensive game unless you start looping your stages to like the double digits, then shit might go crazy. But yeah, you could either use this as a baseline, or you could have ignored me and installed all the Dragon Ball Z mods, which I can't fucking blame you. Who could say no to Goku?
Hey, it's me!
Either way, I hope you have fun. And I honestly think it's really cool how big the modding community is, because, you know, it really did take, this and turned it into fucking this. Holy fucking shit! Hey guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, I did another riveting route of vanishing for a couple of reasons. One, I got sick like right when I started editing this video, I think, so that cut that shit in half. Two, my job's been fucking just hitting me with these long ass shifts. I think all my shifts over the past 2 weeks have been 5+ hours over. Most of them have been 7 to 9. It's just been beating my ass. So the middle and end part of the video took a long time. And three, this is a new kind of video, the one that took a different approach than I normally take. I now have a very strong respect for anybody who makes just dedicated content to mods now, because this was hard for me, ignoring all the other bullshit that happened. So, yeah, that's why it took so long. This will probably happen again, but who knows? I have other videos planned though, this time, that I feel like I can put way more energy into no matter what. So, here's to those videos. Alright, bye, laters, bye, like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. Okay, bye, for real.